The HCI is the Higher Education Authority. We're a public body with the aim of bringing the higher education institutions together into a coherent system. The Human Capital Initiative is a government initiative to bring higher education and enterprise closer together. It's going to be of great benefit to the economy to have a pipeline of talent who have come through a system which is much closer to the needs of enterprise. The core principle of the Human Capital Initiative Pillar 3 is embedding innovation and agility into higher education and bringing enterprise and academia closer together.
The nature of engineering work is changing, and our methods of designing and delivering engineering education needs to keep pace with this.
People learn in different ways, some by reading, some by listening, some by viewing, and some by doing. The goal here is to combine these ways of learning with the latest technology, including AR and VR.
The embedding of immersive learning experience and the significant work-based placement opportunities through the Ready engineering curriculum is really going to be a game changer for engineering education in Ireland.
They will get to apply their learning on a much more frequent basis than they do currently, and also students will get the opportunity to spend their last 2 years of their degree in paid work placement.
The current work-based placement model does not give students the adequate time required in industry to hone their technical or soft transversal skills. The Ready model is really looking to change this. We aim to provide ongoing insight into industry priorities in terms of engineering graduates and the skill set required to meet the industry demands.
We will work with the Ready project team to drive the continuous improvement of the programme. Ultimately, we will provide high-quality jobs for Ready graduates.
The Human Capital Initiative Pillar 3's funding has allowed us at MTU to innovate and come up with a new model of not only engineering education, but also an educational model that we can adopt across a number of different disciplines in the School of STEM and indeed beyond.
The Human Capital Initiative Pillar 3 Fund has given us these resources that we need to make a transformative change in engineering education in Ireland.
Creative Futures Academy is a wonderful opportunity to rethink the relationship between academia and the arts industries, and that seems to me something that we desperately need to be doing at this moment.
The Creative Futures Academy is a very exciting collaboration between NCAD, IADT and UCD, where we share a really strong commitment to ensuring that our graduates go on to sustain vibrant and really impactful careers in the creative sector. Essential to the Creative Futures Academy is our industry council that represent and support the creative sector in Ireland. We're working with them right from the beginning to make sure that all the courses are relevant to the needs of that sector.
To understand where the challenges lie and what kind of supports that we can put in place, both from a learning context but also from a networking context.
A lot of the work I do with sectoral development, you can really see the need to have the linkages between the education bodies, what graduates are learning, and the work that they're going to do then in the industry. Our role on the Industry Council is to kind of feed into things like where skills gaps are coming in and ensuring that people participating in the Creative Futures Academy are prepared for work in the industry.
We're looking to build a much more flexible model, both on and offline, so that students and professionals can undertake training that fits in with their lifestyle.
This allows students to come from industry back into learning and back into industry again. So it's not just the linear model that we're used to.
Without the HCI Pillar 3 funding, this project just would not be possible. It's created a very strong basis for us to build through this project very innovative new models of creative education. It's allowed us to realise ambitions that may have been there, but within all our current funding structures would just not have been possible to be realised.
We have so much to do in such a short space of time in terms of our carbon targets. So we need to increase and change the way that we provide education and training.
A construction site nowadays isn't all shovels and wellies. It's very, very digitised and modern. Our focus will be in the development of courses such as virtual design and construction, in building information modelling engineering, and potentially in the future in the area of robotics. We're developing certificate courses that can be added onto to become a diploma, a postgraduate, or even a master's. That's a very unique aspect to DASB.
It's not just looking at trades, apprenticeships, it's looking at professionals as well.
As we are developing pathways for our members in their sustainability journey, a lot of that will be around training. DASB will be really important for our members to reach their sustainability goals.
We plan to grow from delivering less than 150 houses a year to delivering 2,500 houses a year. That's going to mean a big demand for more engineers to join our organisation, trained up to a level that they can take on those projects.
We're very involved in ensuring that the Irish Climate Action Plan and the European Green Deal take place. So this programme will really help to train people to become experts in the sustainable built environment.
This funding has been an enabler. We've been able to bring new expertise into our organisations to be able to deliver this digital academy. We also have funding then to support the programme development and also to support students to come onto the programmes as they're funding additional places on existing and future programmes.
The construction industry is responsible for about 40% of all carbon emissions. If we're going to make any inroads into achieving our carbon targets, then tackling the construction industry is key.
The biopharmaceutical sector and the healthcare sector has seen a massive upsurge in data, and we've also seen various new technologies and challenges that have been put forward to us. In general, there is a lack of people who are actually working in this field, and that's where this particular program aims to fulfill this gap.
The objectives really are to provide educational programs that address the existing skills gaps but also potential emerging skills gaps within industry as it transforms.
What we're doing is creating the next generation of pharma leaders, and those individuals will be really pivotal to ensuring that we maximise the new innovations for the benefit of human health. The first course offering will be at the undergraduate level, and there's also a master's programme.
The programme essentially was developed and is being delivered by various enterprise partners, and these enterprise partners really play a crucial role in essentially bringing this programme forward.
Ensuring that our curriculum is going to be fit for purpose for the student, that it addresses the skills gap, that we also are aware of the upcoming technologies that industry are either currently deploying or seek to deploy into the future.
This programme will bring system-level thinkers to the market, people that are able to appreciate and understand how we properly develop and bring digital and technology to the markets for improving healthcare outcomes.
It has been transformative to receive the Human Capital Initiative funding. It has allowed us to partner with industry to develop along a scale and timeline that would not have been possible otherwise.
It allows us to further our work in educating the next generation of healthcare professionals, and it's been, for me as the programme director, an incredibly rewarding experience.
Cybersecurity has been highlighted by the World Economic Forum as one of the highest likelihood risks in the next decade. And our talent is our best line of defence. And CyberSkills aims to address this challenge. CyberSkills is a collaborative project involving the main universities and technological universities across Ireland involved in cybersecurity education. And together, we are going to address the urgent need for cybersecurity professionals nationally. We're going to create new courses that respond to industry needs, that are research informed. And we're innovating by working with industry in designing courses and pathways aligned to international standard.
The role of enterprise is vital to the success of this project. The enterprise involvement means that the skills and learning in the pathways is applicable straight away in the workplace.
Cyberskills, simply put, would not exist without the HCI Pillar 3 funding. And without this funding, we wouldn't have the ability to address an urgent scale national issue, which is basically cybersecurity talent. My hope for the future is that we'll be able to deliver collaboration that matters and innovation that delivers.
The world of work changes at a very fast rate, and for the employee that means constant reskilling, and micro-credentials enables employees to upskill to meet those challenges.
Micro-credentials are accredited, university-delivered and developed awards. They allow learners to take an individual microcred that will allow them reskill and upskill, but also it will allow the learner to stack those micro-credentials into a more substantial award, and in that way learn at their own pace and in their own time. The national portal will showcase all of the micro-credentials offered by higher education institutes for many years to come, and in that way puts Ireland at an advantage and leading in Europe.
While education is not all about ultimately securing a career, it's a big part of it. So I think the more interaction we have as enterprise and sectors, the better the country is and the easier it is for us to remain competitive.
So we have 7 of the Irish University Association's universities involved in the project, and each university is developing its own suite of micro-credentials, and they're from a wide range of areas. The HCI Pillar 3 funding has given the universities space to innovate and also to think really critically about how we engage with learners and enterprise in a lifelong way.
There is a need to skill up quickly. We need to be responsive and agile, and this is one way to do it.